Hi guys, this is Rachel Nolan for AEP 858. I'm here with Austin and Katie, and we're talking about how I might apply data and data analysis to ensure continuous improvement plan is focused on closing gaps. So I'm a high school science teacher, and I feel like my high school is pretty good about data collection and analysis. We have done data analysis as a whole staff in staff meetings before, and we also do data analysis in my weekly PLCs. So my PLC, I teach a class called Integrated Science, which is mostly Earth and Space Science. And we give common assessments, and then we have students input their data by learning target. And then we can break down our data by teacher and by learning target to see how many kids are proficient. And then we can dig into individuals that aren't to meet with those individual students. And then as a staff, we've done looking at data like ACT and SAT data and MAP scores. And one thing that we realized as a staff is that our low socioeconomic students are not scoring as high on standardized assessments. And so as an administrator, I think I would continue to do those sorts of things with my staff and give them some structure when we're looking at data analysis, because my PLC had to kind of create our data analysis tool ourselves this year. It's a brand new thing we're trying, and I don't think the other PLCs in the building do it. And it's been really helpful. So I think as an administrator, I'd want to give my staff a tool and use it building wide so that groups of teachers could actually look at their formative assessment data together as PLCs and analyze their student data. So, questions? No, we compile it ourselves. So our physics teacher, she teaches physics and integrated science, is a whiz with Google spreadsheets. And I think she uses a lot of the tools that we've learned in this class, like the VLOOKUP and all that. And so we have our students put their test scores into a Google form, and they actually break it down by learning target. So they have a form, a paper form that says, okay, questions 1, 2, and 4 were about learning target 1, questions 5 and 6 were about learning target 2. They figure out their percent scores for each learning target, and then that's what they put into a Google form. And then our physics teacher, so one of the PLC members, puts it into by teacher and percent towards proficiency. So we have done that all ourselves. She does not. So it's just by teacher and by learning target, and then what proficiency level. I think the help I would want is that can sound like a beast of a project, I think, to people who haven't been doing it, and we've kind of been slogging our way through it and learning from it. So I think two things would be kind of like what our last module was, is how do we get other teachers on board with this, especially if we're comparing teacher by teacher. That can be pretty uncomfortable for teachers. And then how could I make an easy thing that I could tell the whole staff, you need to use this, and basically guide them through the process of actually using this data purposefully. Yeah. Yeah, I really like the idea of inviting other teachers to the PLC. I think maybe when I am in an administrator role, training one PLC first and then doing that and inviting other teachers. And yeah, I like the idea also of making it really easy. Like, this is not a lot to learn. There's one page and there's one Google form, and that's all you do. And then maybe having a pre-made Google sheet that has the formulas in it, so they don't have to learn Google formulas. Well, thank you guys.